A lot of the pressure I get in London, just my day-to-day routine. Occasionally I might get followed by paparazzi, and
have you had a hard time with that?
It's been a bit difficult, yeah. It's getting used to sort of not being entirely private and sort of feeling wherever I go maybe someone will spot me, and for good or bad it just means that I don't entirely relax, particularly when I'm in cities. Probably most.
If we were to jump out of this place we are right now, and I'm not going to say where we are, and walk down the street, how long would it take before we were surrounded?
I don't think it's that bad, but I think that the nature of Twitter and Facebook, people, even if they spot me, will just say they've just seen me somewhere, and particularly in a restaurant, that sort of could be the worst, because if someone tweets in a restaurant, then a photographer could turn up at the restaurant,
right,
and suddenly my private dinner is not so private.
I mentioned it has an upside and a downside, that the very same media and the very same people on those social media sites that want to make you the it girl, at some point they decide we're done. And they sometimes want to tear you down. Have you experienced that?
Yes, quite a lot actually. And
how do you deal with it?
It's hard sometimes, because I sort of I have felt sort of publicly bullied a little bit, just by when I read things that clearly aren't true, or that whichever way someone looks at it, it's a negative side, and it's quite difficult, because effectively I'm just paving my way and trying to live a life like any 30-year-old.
It's interesting you use the word bullied, because I think it's a very apt term. I think a lot of young people, younger than you even, look at social media and feel the same thing when they see those negative comments.
And I think people feel they can say something about you online or on a web page when they would never say it to your face, but they think that's okay.
Anonymity is a very powerful thing.
Yeah, and so it's been difficult, and I think just to sort of keep bouncing back and carrying on and trying not to let it affect you, it is hard. But it's just, again, it's trying to just be yourself and not read too much, and and make decisions based on what I feel is right and wrong.